Afternoon, almost evening. Out here setting up some cameras, and I bumped into someone out here in the bush.
Hey,
say hello, Mark.
How you going, mate? Alright? It's been a while.
Good to see you.
Yeah. What brings me into these parts?
I don't know, they look like my cameras actually.
So we're just going to set this one up.
Bit lower, I reckon. Go down about another 6 inches. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Out there.
Out there.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Get this done. Yeah, so it's beautiful out here.
Got a good day for it, finally.
I know, we've had a bit of up and down weather, a few seasons in a day.
As per normal.
That's right.
I'll hold that for you.
Excellent. See if we can pick up this animal running through here for animals.
Get that under there, tidy it up. Beautiful. Even Jess is hanging around today, aren't you, Jess? Hey? So we've got about 10 cameras to put out here, we'll get them out.
Yeah, that's it.
And
I'm loving it.
we might even go out to the coast tonight, do a bit of filming with the thermals, so we'll tune in a bit later on and let you know what's going on. Just get a few more of these cameras out.
Yes.
this is protected.
None of it is protected?
None of this is protected. This is all forestry.
Far out.
Any day they could come in through here and just rip the lot out.
Man.
But the stuff on your left,
Yep.
most of that is about 100 and something years old regrowth.
Oh wow.
So it's about 120 years old, maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
Hasn't been logged for a long time. There's a few nice, decent sized trees in there, a few big old myrtles and stuff.
Yeah.
Blackwoods. We're here down at the World River. I've actually heard the yips of thylacines down here before, along this stretch of river, twice. And Mark Taylor's here, and we're having a bit of a spot of fossicking. Any luck so far, Mark?
I've got a few small gemstones, so only really small ones, but it is a good sign. Possibly get zircon. But yeah, we're just in search of a nice sapphire today.
Well, the World River's pretty famous for its sapphires,
Yeah.
so you're in the right place.
Well, gotta try, otherwise you just don't know, do you? The same with thylacine research. If you don't try, you'll never know.
I love the segue. Sold to a glass and a half of full cream dairy milk in every 200 gram block. Well, there used to be. There's not anymore because there's no more 200 gram blocks.
That's right.
Scumbags.
It get dark in the spot pretty quick with the sun just there.
Yeah, you're in amongst the trees pretty much.
Yeah.
She's onto something over there.
Okay.
The focus is definitely to the north, northwest. But there's no breeze, so whatever she's smelling isn't that far away. Probably just paddy melons and stuff.
Well, that size is a bit better, but it's not as big as the last one.
What is it?
I'd say that's an imperial topaz.
Oh, that's the darker one.
It's a very goldy colour.
Yeah, yeah. I've got a few of them at home.
Yeah, nice.
Not very big, but
Yeah.
some are,
nice.
you know, a couple of match heads big.
Well, that last one I caught before, that was a nice size for.
A cuttable size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be happy with what you get. So. In under all this section here. So this one is just there.
Yeah, I see it. Put your finger near it.
I'll just
Zoom up on it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Keep it still, then I can focus. Oh, no, it doesn't want to focus. But yeah, I can see it there.
Cool.
It's not a bad little size.
Yeah. Okay. But that's not too bad a spot that I'm digging out of.
Yeah, there's bits and pieces coming out of it.
Yeah.
You just got to be prepared to patiently go through it all.
That's right. But I reckon we could.
Fill a bucket up and take it home.
Yeah, I reckon.
Alright.
Yeah, and then we'll go to the other spot. Oh, there's the black sand starting to come through a bit there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can see it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's actually quite a bit of black sand in this lot, so I reckon I'll continue
On that spot.
on that spot. Yeah.
Excellent.
So we've just been down the creek, been down there with Neil and Jess, and we heard some yips.
Well, no, we didn't hear yips.
Well, they were yipping of a different kind.
It was the same sort of noise that Ben recorded out near the northeast coast a few years back that we released a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It was more of a rounded, roop, roop, roop,
like
Yes,
that, rather
that's-
than a
that's
yip,
correct.
yip.
Yeah.
It was a boop, boop, boop. But it was very quiet, and it was coming from 2 spots on the hillside. So it was a communication, I think, more than a scare the game hunting noise. It was like they were whispering to each other.
Yes.
But it was very similar noise to Ben's audio that we had a sample of a couple of years back.
And just this section we're driving through, you have heard the actual yips in here, haven't you?
I have heard him in here before.
Yeah.
Twice I've been down here and heard him.
Beautiful.
So you never know.
No. I can finally say I've heard those rounded yip yups or yups. Beautiful. Hey, look right here, you had the first sighting.
Right there. There, actually, when I clump of grass. Near there.
So you're walking along here with Maya.
Yeah, I was coming this way.
Yeah.
But it started following me from the bridge there by the creek.
Ah, yeah.
This is why I ended up putting cameras in there and got the photos of Hope.
Yeah.
But in the first round, I had camera 14 there.
Yep.
And that was one that Alex Evans used to sponsor. And camera 14 was on video, and something triggered the camera, but I picked up the yips on the audio by coincidence. It wasn't the Thylacine that triggered the camera, but something triggered the camera, and I could hear the audio, and in the background I could hear the yips. So I thought, well, that thing followed me from there. I've got yips from there. I'm going to put some cameras in there.
Yeah.
And that was when I got home.
Man, Hope was the perfect example of a Thylacine Joey.
Yeah, so that shows that it's not always just one print.
65 inches.
Yep.
Put it in the base roughly of that one. Yeah, about 65 inches.
Okay.
It's a young female.
Young female. Beautiful.
Because her feet will get to 3 3/4, almost 4 inches.
Yeah.
So 3 1/2.
Yeah.
She's not fully grown. It's female. Dent at all with her 20 kilos running
Yeah.
on the same shoreline, the same density, you know?
That's right. And they're close together.
Whoever did that is at least 30, 35 kilos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yellow black cockatoos. $2?
$2.
Oh, here we are on a beautiful, almost winter's day. Surprisingly, it's not as cold as what it was 3 years ago. I know, and I suppose winter could happen just bang like that.
In a flag.
Oh, yeah. Last night here in Tassie with Neil, and he has made pizza. Oh yeah.
That's one of the chili.
Oh yeah. No chili for me. Look at that.
So what do you reckon? Not a bad day for it?
Oh, it's been a great day out there doing the trail cameras, mate. Like, what amazing country this is, and it's, you know, like they could never say that there's no thylacines around when you go in there.
far out.
Plenty of habitat for them.
Yeah, I mean, what a beautiful spot. And I mean, just to be here in the northeast area has just, you know, shown me that how alive it is here, and all the animals we have in South Australia, they're nothing compared to what you got here in Tassie. Beautiful spot.
And how do you reckon the bush compares as far as, you know, plant varieties and stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot more plant varieties here, and it's a lot thicker in a lot more places. But there are sections that I see that remind me so much of the southeast.
Yeah.
Especially at the right at the bottom. And then you look at some other areas here when we were driving around yesterday up the back of the mountain there, and it reminded me of areas up in the Mount Lofty Ranges. So it's yeah, we have the terrain over there to support families of thylacines, and this is why they're still being seen, because they're still there.
Hey Neil, what do you think of Forest Galante? I got you on video. I just pushed record.